There you go. They're coming. Oh boy, we better get moving.
Oh no, I'm crashing.
Attention, maggots! Look at this bunch of disgraceful bunch of pig brains. Nobody saw that. Hey, stay down straight. Fix that jacket. Quit giving me that dirty look. And you! Hold the gun like a soldier, man. All right, everybody, we're moving out. So line up and move out. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. I didn't say call your mama. I said move, 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 move. Come on, pick up them feet right now, soldiers. Hey, I didn't see those good feet go up. Come on, let's go, 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 go. Come on. Go, bro. Hey, soldiers. Hey, buddy. Hey, we got you. Soldier. Sorry. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, we got me. We got you, soldier. Let's go. Keep looking out.
I have no idea. Pilot, this is if he was ever driving a plane I was in, I would jump out of the plane.
Let's talk! More work!
Load him up in the truck. Let's go. Pick it up.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Brandon.
Where do you go? You're going home. We'll have a very nice place to stay until we get done with you.
That was fun.
Come on,
Soldier.
You
You
can
make it.
Come on, you
You
can
make
plane
it.
crash.
Nurse, he's in a big old
Alright.
plane crash.
Yeah. Well, you tell me box of rocks. Oh boy! Ah!
I really think we're gonna have to put him down. Hold him down.
Hold him down.
Yeah, hold him down.
He's
That
the
ain't
bully.
put him down. Wrap up his arms. There you go.
Hold him down.
Oh my God! We
Is that good enough?
Alright, bud. Well, good to see you.
Now get out of here. I don't want to see your blood ever again.
Fun.
Just stay out.
Tay.
Out.
I don't want to see you back here. Now you gotta go fight that war.
Alright, soldiers. This is where we stand. This is where we fight. This is where they die. Are you ready to die alongside each other? And remember that we are one. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Sir, tell me, sir. Yes, sir.
Marshall.
Ah!
God bless your put so.
Soldiers, it's the end of the line for me. Go on. Fight with all your lives. Avenge me. Avenge me.
Hello, my name is Clayton. I play the Clean Mouth Patton. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting role. Well, for starters, I like to say that I actually kind of admire Patton as a general. You know, in the movie Patton, they described him as a man that would curse the name of God by day, but then pray on his knees at night. It's kind of an amazing feat to him. One of the things that I liked about, you know, Patton is also because he was part of World War II. In fact, World War II is actually my favorite war in history, simply because of its, you know, it was actually one of the wars that made us so much more advanced than we are now, because a lot of achievements were made during that time, including one of the most greatest rifles ever made, which was the M1 Garand, made by John R. Garand, which also Patton liked to call one of the greatest battle emblems ever devised. I definitely do like World War II. It's, like I said, one of my favorite wars. It's going to be interesting to do this project. I always wonder what it was going to be like to star in such a movie. I've seen such movies as Saving Private Ryan, Saints and Soldiers, and of course the good old-fashioned comedy movies with Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, such as At War with the Army. You know, if anything, I'm glad to be here. Definitely excited to get started with the project. Hopefully do good, and that's pretty much it.
Hello there, folks. folks. I'm Roman Laka, and in the movie, I'm playing a Navajo code talker. I myself am a Creek Indian, full blood by my father's side, and a lot of people don't really know a lot about the code talkers, but they helped save over 2 million American lives, and only 10 out of 400 of them died throughout the whole entire World War. And that's basically all I
Hi,
can say.
I'm Clay Johnson, and I do the special effects, props, costumes, and scripts for the movies. And I do a little bit of acting too. I am a sniper and a POW at the same time. I've got my military satchel full of my special effects, my rifle I will use later, and you'll get to see it all in the film. I hope you enjoy this movie, and
Hi, my name is Alex Johnson, and I play a RAF pilot in the movie. And we haven't done the movie yet. They're just doing the special features ahead of time. And I eventually crash and die in the movie, I think. So that's it.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and I play as Rosie the Riveter, and she had a big part in the war, and she built airplanes. She was both a mother and a father to her only child, and she was like this big old thing for the war. And that's all I got to say.
I'm down and I play success and I play a soldier.
Okay, tell your name.
My name's Peyton.
You're playing a nurse
Playing a nurse
during World War II.
during World War II.
What?
Can you even hear? Try again. What's up?
And you're playing. Okay.
But you don't have to touch it.
You're playing. And who else are you playing?
Nurse,
Rosie the Ribbon.
the Rosie the River.
And you're going to dance.
Dance.
Okay.
Hi, this is Callaway Creates again, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made and how I found my World War II costumes. So what I'm going to show you first is, in the movie, I am a sharpshooter. So what I have made is this Sharps rifle. The handle is made out of an old crossbow, and the sights and the barrel are made out of an old flagpole shaft. The butt, however, of the gun, the stock, is made out of cardboard. And I've secured the barrel with zip ties and the scope with tape and raised it with a piece of cardboard in between each. Now, to go with it is my French uniform. Most of these shirts that aren't actual uniforms I picked up at either Goodwill or a garage sale or some thrift store, because it's much cheaper to buy a shirt for 99 cents than to make a shirt or to buy a real uniform when they look almost the same. So the next one I have is the British jacket, and I have a pilot's jacket too to go with it. Now, the British would wear a khaki or a light tan shirt and pants, so this is the closest I could get. I also got it at a Goodwill. It comes with a hat, which I found, and dog tags, which I made by taking some cord, the ball cord, and 2 pieces of metal that I have drawn names on. The next thing is this sack. This is more of a prop than anything. I've just stuffed it full of stuff so it looks like it's full. There are some things in here though that go with it. A cartridge, small things to help. The next one is my rifle, or this is another kind of rifle. It's the same rifle I used for Civil War, Revolutionary War, and now for World War I and II. The only difference is I have taken a kitchen knife, which I have blackened in a fire to help stain it, and attached it to make kind of a bayonet. Now, there are a couple things in here that are real, like this canteen. This was from Vietnam and Desert Storm. So this is real. What it does is, it used to be my grandpa's. It used to be my grandpa's, and so what inside of it, my dad showed me this, is that you have your water canteen and this, hang on one second. Your mess kit, and if you were to slide this piece down in all the way, it would stay secure, so you could cook your beans or your rations or whatever on it. So, once again, cheap shirt from Goodwill. This one, though, has some patches on it, but they are not military patches. Now for the Nazi uniform. This is just a black dress shirt that I found. It's very thin and long sleeved. And so what I'm eventually going to do is I'm going to add some medals over here and a Third Reich eagle right down here. To go with it, this is a Southwest costume hat that I have replaced with the Third Reich eagle instead of the plane. So this is another real piece. This is a Vietnam helmet, or hat. It also belonged to my grandpa. It's very nice. You can attach a cord on the bottom, and it covers all of your head. Cheap shirt from Goodwill. This one's a Belgian costume, and it's a darker brown than British. So here are two of my real uniforms. This one, I believe, is an army uniform. I am not sure. So if you want to find out, you can look it up. And so most of these I got from Goodwill. This one does actually have a patch on it. It says USA Armor Center on it. And once again, and it has the buttons with the eagle on it, and it's actually quite big, as you can see. Once again, thrift store. And the last piece is this short, really, really short gun that works well as a nice short pistol, or long pistol. Short gun, long pistol, shotgun, whatever you want to call it. But this concludes my episode on uniforms, and I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to make some of them for yourself. Hi, I'm Cullowee, and I am the writer, producer, / costume designer, prop maker for our next movie. And today I'm going to be showing you what I did and how I did it. So, the very first thing I made was the Jeep. So, we have a golf cart that, once you take the top off, it kind of looks like a Jeep. So what we did was we took the top off, but then I made this cover for it with the headlights and the grill and the white star on top for to complete the World War II style Jeep look without destroying our golf cart. And the next thing I did was, so part of the movie is the pilot crashes his plane. And so what we did was I made bits and pieces of a plane. For example, this is the tail wing, and down there are, one of them is a broken wing, and the other part is a full wing. And so those are going to be scattered apart in a certain diameter from each other. And so the next thing I made was, we originally had a different machine gun, but it got lost. So I had to make a new one. This one, it's actually made out of an old vacuum cleaner. This is the tube for it, and this is just a box with 2 handles attached. The tripod is made out of an old flagpole, for like the ones you put on your porch, and the sights are made out of cardboard. And when we get over to the howitzer here, this one's the biggest piece I have. So this is a cardboard, most of this is cardboard held up by plywood sheets, and what I can do is, if I were to remove these panels here, the guard, I could slide out this wood dowel and I would be able to adjust it up and down. So another thing I have here is this scope. It's made out of toilet paper rolls, all lined up on each other and then secured to the barrel. And things like this over here are just decorative. They don't actually spin or do anything, but they make it look right. And so one of the last pieces we have is the glass panels, the broken glass panels for the airplane cockpit. Now what this does is, I've partially secured them on the back. Enough so you can wiggle it a little and they won't come off, but not enough where you could hit them and they would pop right out. So what's going to happen is, when the pilot gets stuck in the cockpit, he's going to kick these out, and then that's how he escapes the burning plane. One of the last things I did was, for the howitzer, this was a last-minute thing, I made shells for the workers in the factory, the arms manufacturers, and I have 5 or 6 of these, and they're supposed to be shells for the howitzer. There's a loading thing on the back side of the howitzer that it takes a while to get set up, so I'm not going to show you right now, but what I'm going to be able to do is thank you for
Again?
Yes, because you won't scream like a little girl.
I know you
Like that. Cut it out!